Francois, tell us about designing the sets in Brooklyn. You had to recreate not only Brooklyn in the 1950s, but Ireland in the 1950s as well. What kind of research did you do for that?
Uh, I, I did a couple of movies, and so I kind of know I have like a lot of research in my own library about those this specific years. And by chance, I was born that day, so I remember 1951.
Hmm.
I was already a month old.
So you brought some of your own real life experiences to the
Exactly.
project.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, tell us a bit about, because this movie is so much about a young woman's journey, and about her own development. Um, how did you chart that through set design? I mean, could you chart that through set design?
The boat culture that she went from one culture to the other one. She crossed the ocean. She's in the world of this is old world. It's everything gets small. The house is small. The apartment is small. The shop she works is small. She is in a small town, and she takes the boat. She end up in the rooming house is big. It's 4 times the size of what she used to. Her bedroom is, it's this the luxury of the space, the luxury of you can be your own. You have that's really in the background. I mean, it's not something you can draw with even. Not even water, even oil paint, not only watercolor, not even an oil, but she suddenly she has room to grow. She goes from a little shop where it's like 20 by 20 to a big department store. She does the same thing. She's selling stuff, but suddenly she's in a big world. She has options. It's open. It's a world that it's open. It happened that it's, for me, it's the golden age of America, the American dream. It culminate, no, culminate. How do you say that?
Culminates?
Yeah, in the 50s up to basically 1970s, and after that fall kind of reason it getting messed up. But now it's after the war. Uh, um, and the future is yours if you can take it.
Hmm.
Of course, in real life there was much other problem in America, but it's not the purpose of this movie. So we go to one kind of immigrant, and they speak English, so they just have the little challenges, the accent, and and the white, and the cousin basically. But it's still like she's gonna leave Ireland as a late teenager, a little mousy, a little unsure of herself, and she's gonna bloom and becomes a woman, and she's gonna make love and getting married in that order.
Hmm. And what's really great about the movie too is, I mean, when she does return to Ireland, you can almost see why she would want to stay there in some
Yeah,
ways.
yeah. With John, we were talking about one point that this is not Angela Ashes,
Hmm.
where it's a single woman, 6 kids, and they have like the nun running, and they live in a horrible place. They not dirt poor. It's not. It's just that she feel like it's there's no future. Basically, that's this thing about her sister. She said there's no future for her. Just move on and try to, and in the novel, because we it's a reduced from the novel. In the novel, you have all kind of indication of this. It's the father die, and in in the novel. There's a brother that left. You know, it's all, everybody was leaving Ireland for the same reason as, you know, they feel squeezed. They feel squeezed. Not because they're starving and they can eat, they don't just eat potato. It's just that there's another starving, you know, it's an emotional one.
You know, the other segment of the movie that I really loved that I don't think it's talked about a lot is that when she's on the boat in the beginning coming to America. Can you talk a bit about recreating that set?
For me, it was, you know, it was useless to even think about going location. So we built this thing. I like those little sets. So we built it on a big platform, old fashioned with, you know, we had 10 grips on the one side and 10 grips at the other side, and they were raking the ship. And for me, it was important. There was some theory about, the camera gets shake. I said, yeah, the camera shake, but not the clothes on the hook, and nothing else shake. The camera shake, but not the. So I sold them, and that's why we went so low tech. But 10 guys on each side, rocking the thing. And I like, you know, I scout and I shot, and I did some boat scene before, so I was confident. I did that. I don't know if you saw a movie that I did many years ago called Red Violin. The ship there, and we did the same thing. You know, it's like a cabin, and it was in a big rocker. So, but I like those, and it's because it's small cabin. It's a little bit like a puzzle. You have to be sure to be able to remove the wall and put back the wall without chipping the paint. You know, for me, it's a fun thing to do. You know, fun thing.
Lastly, I just want to ask you, you know, what did John Crowley give you as a director that, you know, helped you in building these sets and conceptually coming up with them? I met John in London. We had a little interview. I read the script. I had read the novel. We spent 2 hours in an office, and he said, "Can you think that we can shoot this movie without going to Brooklyn?" I said no, and it seems it made him very happy. I guess it was a little. There was already tension with the production not to shoot, and it's too expensive. Blah blah. So he said, "The fact you say no, it made my day." And after that, I went back. I was working in Europe at that time, so I came back, and I met John in Ireland, and we scout, and he spent more than a week sitting in a car with me. So it was not a big concept. It was not. It was just chat over 4, 5, 6 days, having dinner and having breakfast in a little hotel somewhere, and he's from the theater. I am from the theater, so we had the same. And it's very often that the theater director give you the script and you come with the design, the concept, and after that you work together. But there's a part in theater where you receive the script. The director will tell you, you know, he wants to do it modern. It's or period, and you sit down in your studio where you built a little model and you exchange. And John for him, it was very comfortable to work this way. So he did give me a lot of background about all the characters. He's Irish, so he knew it was the generation of his parents, you know, the character. So he had all the feedback. So after that, I started doing drawing. We exchange, we tweak, and you know, we kind of made it so we could shoot as much as possible with the money we had. And I saw the movie yesterday. I think it worked. Well, I think it worked too. You convinced me we were in the 50s. So thank you so much, and congratulations on the film. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Zach.